Hi guys! So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I just wanted to talk to you guys about my experience on my last vacation. My mom and I went to Vegas, and we initially went for a concert, and then we obviously just ended up doing all these things. Now, we're not really like, well, at least I'm not, but we didn't really go there to like party or anything like that. So if you're just like me and not really a party person, and are doubting whether to even take a trip down there, let me tell you that it is worth it. So you don't necessarily have to go get drunk, go party if that's not your thing, but you still want to go and need, maybe want to know what other things you can do. I will go ahead and share what I did, because again, that's not what we went for. It's not what I like. So yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and share you our experience down there, where we stayed, what we did, my favorite places, things like that. So yeah, if you're interested, just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so the first day, we left on a Thursday very early, so our plane boarded around 7 around there, something like that, and we got to Vegas around 10, between 10:30. It was like about 2-hour flight. We flew from Seattle to Vegas, and we actually had a rental car. So it's pretty cool that they had the shuttle bus take you to the rental. So we decided to do a rental car because we had our kind of places where we had to do stuff were all over the place, and some of restaurants we wanted to eat were kind of off the strip, so out of the center. So we just figured it would be better for us to have a rental, especially since our check-in at the hotel was not until 3, but we wanted to get there early to have all day. So we needed somewhere to kind of put our bags. So if we didn't have a car, we would have to go around everywhere with our bags. So we didn't want to do that. So we just left them in a trunk, did our thing. So it was pretty convenient for us. And we didn't really know how the streets were going to be. Again, we like to have fun, but we don't really like the heavy environment. So we were just like, let's just see how it goes. And yeah, a car worked out perfect for us. You don't have to get a car because you walk a lot anyway. And there's a lot of Ubers, taxis. There's like a type of like monorail thing. I forgot what it's called. And it makes 7 stops. And actually one of our hotels was one of the stops. So technically we didn't need a car, but it was more convenient for us. So we got there. We left the airport with a car and everything around a little bit before 11, I believe. And the first thing we did was look for an In-N-Out. So there was 2 In-N-Outs. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I was just doing stuff. So there were 2 In-N-Outs, one kind of off the strip, and then there was one on the strip. Well, we didn't care which one we were going to, but we just followed directions to the first one we saw and ended up at the strip. And that one is actually in a place called the Link. So there's a hotel that's called the Link, and then there's like this kind of street between shops, and there's restaurants, there's shops, there's all these things. There's the I think it's the wheel. What is that thing called? So it is right on the high roller wheel, which is pretty cool. So all that's the Link, and you have the high roller wheel. There was In-N-Out, there's Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, the fish and chips. So there's this cool stuff. So we just ended up going to In-N-Out first, and we ate there. After that, we decided to walk around the Link. We ended up going out on the strip, so on this Vegas Boulevard. Across the street, there's like Caesar's Palace, there's the Bellagio, all that kind of stuff. So we kind of stopped at the Caesar's Palace and the shops before you go into the Bellagio. We just walked around that area, and then we were just like kind of tired by then because we had only had 1 hour of sleep that night, and it was getting kind of close to the time for our check-in. So before we just left, went back to the car, and we stayed at the SLS. So it's kind of towards the south end of the strip. So before we left to our hotel, we stopped at the Fashion Mall, which was one of our favorite malls because there's so many shops. And I'll go ahead and be leaving pictures around right here and videos, and so you'll actually be able to see what I'm talking about. So we stopped at the Fashion Mall, then we stopped at Walgreens to get water, things like that we're probably going to need. Then we went to check in at our hotel. So again, we stayed at the SLS. It is a fairly kind of small hotel compared to a lot of them in there. Price range, it is not really expensive, but it's not the most affordable either. But yeah, I liked it because it's kind of away from the strip. There's not a lot of people. My mom and I noticed that a lot of people stay there for business when, they have to work, they have to travel for work. A lot of people that actually go for work stayed at the SLS. And one thing I loved about it was that it smelled so good. When you walked in, it smelled good. There was no cigarette smell, nowhere in the casino. Since it's not a huge place, there's not so many traffic of people, and I mean they kept it nice. It's a nice and chic hotel. The room was just perfect. I mean, it was just my mom and I, so the size was just fine. I liked the decorations. I think I chose that because it looked pretty slick, pretty chill. It had kind of the vibe I usually go for, so that's why I chose it too. And I mean, I really liked it. We had a very cool view. We were on the 25th floor, and there's 27 floors in that hotel. We were on the 25th, and our hotel faced the stratosphere. We just had the stratosphere on our window, so it was pretty cool because we were able to see, we actually got to see just the people falling off when they go bungee jumping on stratosphere, the rides that are up there. We had a cool view of that, and at night it was just incredible. So the view was pretty awesome. And again, I mean, the room, I liked it. It was comfortable. The bed was comfortable. Everything was fine. I enjoyed the stay at that hotel. Obviously, we were planning to go back on August with the family, so we're going to choose another hotel because we saw other ones, and obviously there's so many hotels, you want to see different ones whenever you go and try them out. But overall, my experience was pretty cool. I did do a room tour once we got to the hotel, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. Aquí está la puerta, está un closet. El cuarto está chiquito, pero está bien, está bonito. Y tienen cosas, aguas y como, no sé, son palomitas y no sé qué tanto tienen ahí. El alcohol, que mi mamá se lo va a acabar todo, no es cierto. Y ya después aquí está el baño. Esta es la puerta y tiene el espejo. Está el baño, la regadera, los espejos. Me gusta que viene con uno de estos. Entonces está perfecto para cuando me maquille, y aquí lo prendes. Ya está padre. Ya después vienes y están las dos camas. Lo que más me gusta son los espejos. Aquí está la tele. Me gusta la mesa. Como un mapa. Y la vista está padre. Da la vista a la ciudad.
Estamos a la orilla, pero...
No, está hasta atrás, pero está... Ya, está tranquilo. Ya, ahorita vamos a descansar un rato porque nada más hemos dormido como una hora. Y nos vamos al show de Cirque du Soleil. Entonces nos vemos en un rato. So, after we rested, we got ready and we went out to the Michael Jackson show from Cirque du Soleil. Now there's a bunch of shows. Well, I noticed there was 3 shows from Cirque du Soleil. And there was the Beatles one, the Michael Jackson one, and there was other one, I'm not exactly sure what it was, that I noticed around town. But mostly I wanted to go to the Michael Jackson because I'm a huge fan, we all are. And I've been wanting to go since it first started coming out with the Immortal tour that they did, and I didn't get a chance to go. So I'm like, if I'm going, that's one of the first things I'm going to do. So we went to the show, and it was amazing. We went initially for the Backstreet Boys concert, which was totally fun. But this experience I had with the Cirque du Soleil, it was Michael Jackson 1, that's the name of the show. It was incredible. It was emotional because if you're a true fan, you get emotional. They did such a good job portraying the music, the dances, the message that Michael always had in his songs, in his concerts, in his video. Everything was just so well done. Super talented people. Totally loved it. The plays, I felt like I was in heaven. It was like my Michael Jackson heaven. The theater, how it looks on the outside. I mean, it was just incredible. It was the best experience I've ever had in my life, honestly. And I mean, it's going to take a lot to top that because there was this emotions and you liked it and it was fun and it was just amazing. That was totally down my favorite thing I ever did. So we did that. We had the show. And then we went to eat afterwards, and we went to Tacos El Gordo, I believe. Pretty, famous tacos there. So we of course had to try them, and they were delicious. So we went there, and then after that we just ended up going to the hotel, because we were pretty beat. We walked a lot every day, so we were kind of tired. Didn't stay up and party until late, so that was basically our first day. The second day, we got up, and it was kind of chilly in the morning, and I forgot. I mean, stupid me, I forgot to bring like a light jacket. I didn't think about it. So we went to the mall. We were there for a while. I bought a jacket. Then we ended up going to eat at the Bellagio. There's a buffet there, so we ended up eating there, which was delicious. We stuffed ourselves there. After that, we went to the Wax Museum, which was totally fun. We stayed there for like 3 hours because we took pictures with all the wax figures we wanted to. And since it was a weekday, it was Friday, there was not a lot of people there, so we had a chance to actually take pictures there and just enjoy it. So we did that, and it was pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and leave pictures and all that. So yeah, we did that, and there was this cool video afterwards with superheroes, like a 4D video. So you have a 3D screen, and then there's this whole action going on around you too. So it's pretty awesome. And yeah, I mean, if you go on a weekday on that, it's much better because there's a lot less people. Easy, there's no line technically, not a lot of people inside, so you really have the time to take pictures of whatever you want during a weekday. And I'll go ahead and show you. I'll put a video right now of the room, because there's different rooms you walk around. There's different rooms you go to. This was my favorite room because you had like the top celebrities, the legends, basically, on this room. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave a video for you to see that. So after the museum, we went out. We went to the Venetia. There's like the shops there. And it is, I'll go ahead and leave the name down below over the shops that it was. And we loved it because the ceiling is beautiful. It's just clouds and it is so, so nice. There's a lot of high-end stores in there. And we walked around there for a bit and outside, and then we noticed it was getting late because we took forever in the museum. So we went to the hotel to get ready for the concert. We rested for a bit and then got ready for the concert. We had the Backstreet Boys concert that night. And we left for the concert, which was so much fun. This is my fourth time watching them. And whenever I can, and if they come home, I'm always going to go see them. So it's not my first, neither my last time watching their concert. And being in Vegas is totally different. I mean, it was so much fun. concert, like always, we went back to the hotel. It finished like at 11. So we just went back to the hotel. And by that time, we were hungry. So I ordered just room service. We had some wings, which were pretty good. I don't know if we were probably just very hungry, but it was good. Room service is not the most inexpensive thing, so if you're on a budget or do not want to spend money on that kind of stuff, do not get room service. There's pretty good food all over, much more affordable. So that was that. That's all we did that day. And then it seems like we didn't do much, but I mean, when you walk around and look around and take pictures, it takes time. Then on Saturday morning, we went to Denny's for breakfast. After Denny's, we left to the Mandalay. That's where the Michael Jackson 1 theater is. And there's an aquarium, there's like a shark tank, I think it's called. So we decided to go to that. One of our family friends recommended it. So we went to the aquarium, and it was pretty fun. At that point, we were like, okay, we just wish our family was here with us, because we did all these family things, and we were having a lot of fun. We were enjoying the sights and everything. So we went there, and the day before I keep going, after when we ate at the Bellagio, we went, after we ate, to the lobby area, because it is beautifully decorated. We took pictures. We were there for quite some time. We went outside, then we ended up going to the Wax Museum. But definitely, out of the hotels, I totally enjoyed the Bellagio. The lobby was just so much fun. They have so much going on in there. I mean, there's a few shops, but just the whole decoration thing, just great for pictures. And I'll go ahead and show several pictures of that here, because it was so much fun. I found my lost siblings there, the little chickens. So it was pretty cool. I had a lot of fun there. It was beautiful. So anyways, back to the next day. The Mandalay, we did the aquarium. We were there for a while. It took us a long time to get to the aquarium, because we were like on one end of the hotel, and then like you had to walk towards the other end, and it's such a long walk. But it was pretty cool. The hotel is nice. The pool is amazing. They have like sand, and there's a pool with waves, and it's just beautiful. We're thinking of staying there next time, because for the kids, I think it's going to be so much fun. So we went there to the aquarium. Mira eso. ¿Qué? Estos andaban. Mira. Estos dos ahí. Y se fueron. notes here because then I'll forget. We went back to the Michael Jackson 1 theater because that day, the day after the show and before the show, I mean, there's just so much people, and to take pictures you have to wait, and you couldn't really take pictures or a video of the theater because there's just so much people. So we decided to go back and take pictures of the place and a little video that I'll go ahead and show you if I didn't already. Here it is. But yeah, we just went back and just you know, got a kind of took in that moment of the theater because there was so many people the day of the show. Then we left to, after that we went to the M&M store. We were there. I mean, there's like 3-4 floors. It smells delicious. It's a great place for the kids. I mean, they will love that. Of course, we bought some M&Ms, some stuff for Jacob and little brother to bring back. So I mean, we had to stop there. It was pretty cool store. If that's your favorite candy or you love the M&M characters, I mean, you're gonna love that place. It was pretty fun. Then after the M&M store, we went back to the hotel. It was kind of afternoon by then. We rested a bit. Then we got ready. That night we had tickets to see David Guetta. He was going to be a DJ at the XS, I believe. And so, you know, we knew it was kind of going to be a long night. So we got ready. Then before we went to the club, or whatever it is, because it's like an outside kind of club thing, I'll go ahead and leave some pictures around. But we went to the Boiling Crab, which was delicious. Definitely worth it. If you go to Vegas, you have to go to the Boiling Crab if you like seafood and shrimp. It was just so good. It had like lemon pepper and cayenne pepper, and that was just delicious. It was so good. So we went to eat there, and of course my phone's ringing. We went to the Boiling Crab, and then we went to the club. I know this doesn't sound lame, but we didn't even wait for David Guetta to come out. It was 12:30. And it's not like it was so much fun. I mean, for people that like to drink, it's probably perfect. But people would just walk around and have a drink, and some would act stupid, and they would just walk, they would stand. There was no dancing, and as Latinos or Hispanics, we like to dance. If we go to a club, we like to dance. And people don't dance. They just stand there and do nothing and talk. And so we was just like, okay, I mean, the place was nice. And one of the staff, the security staff, was pretty cool and let us sit on like the VIP reserved areas. So it was pretty cool. We chilled there for a bit, and then it was like 12:30. Yeah, it was 12:30. David Guetta was not out yet, and we were tired, and it was not very fun. So we were like, you know what? Probably David Guetta's not gonna come out until 2 because that thing was over until 4 a.m. So we're like, we're done. Let's go. So we just didn't even wait for David Guetta to come out, and we went back to the hotel. I know, we're lame. But, I mean, we weren't having that much fun, so it was, like, not even worth it. I wish I would have just given the tickets to someone that would stay there the whole time, because we didn't. And then, the fourth day, which was the last day, we didn't stay the whole day there, just afternoon, we went to eat at the, inside the Fashion Mall. There is an Italian restaurant. I'll leave the name down below. And it was so good, so good. We had Alfredo pasta, and it was just delicious. I loved it. So we went there, and after that, we went to the Bellagio to see the fountain show, because out of all those days, we didn't see the fountain show, and we couldn't go without seeing it. So we went, saw the fountain show, which I'll leave the video right here. after the fountain show, we went to the Caesar's Palace and just walked around the hotel. We wanted to see, obviously what it looked like, so we were there for a bit. Then it was getting really windy, like really windy. So we were like, okay, let's go ahead and take a break. It was like 3. By the time we got out of all that, it was like 3. So we were like, let's just go to the car. We had checked out at the hotel already. So we went back to the car and waited, and the wind kept getting worse and worse. And our flight was leaving at 7:55, so we still had time. But it was just getting bad. It was bad. And then I don't know if like power cables just crashed. It was like a little mini explosion like nearby. Then lights stopped working, so we were just like, okay, let's just go drop off the car. And it was like 4ish by then, because we stayed in the car for a while. And we just decided to drop off the car in case it was traffic later on, because it was getting pretty bad. By the time we were getting close to the to dropping off the car, we had to, obviously put gas. It was so bad. The wind was just not fun. It was like a sandstorm. It looked like it was foggy, but it was just sand everywhere. You could see the ground, how the sand was just moving like around all on the ground, because obviously it's desert like around. So it was horrible. And then we just decided to finish up our day, go early to the airport just in case there were any delays, whatever. And it was fine. Everything was on time. We got on our plane on time. Once we were in the plane, there was like a 40-minute delay. So we were in there some extra 40 minutes inside the plane until it took off. So it finally took off. There was some turbulence because the weather was, it was just windy. It kind of sucked. So we ended up our last day early, but it was pretty interesting to see. I almost flew away when I was crossing the road for the airport on the shuttle bus. Like, it was so windy. My bag, I was, pulling it with the wheels, and like the wind just blew my bag and it took me along with it. My mom was just laughing at me. But, it was so much fun. I really, really enjoyed this days with my mom, and we're planning to do that as a family. Can't wait for that. So, definitely, Vegas, it's such a great place to visit. It's fun. There's a lot of sighting, with the hotels and even people. There's so much going on. But, you still can have fun without going crazy. You don't have to walk around the streets with your drink and get drunk. That's not... People do that. That's why they go for. Great! That's the way you have fun. Awesome. But there's much more to that. Much more. There's so many shows, so many places you could, so many things you can see. It was fun. So if you really like to experience different things, it's totally the place. So much talented people in there. So many shows to watch. And even concerts. There's J-Lo that has residency as well. If you like Britney Spears, go ahead and watch Britney Spears, Celine Dion. There's so many good artists that have residencies now. Ricky Martin. You can watch a concert. You can watch the Cirque du Soleil. You can watch this other show. You can go eat. There's so many stuff to do. You can shop. If you love to shop, Vegas is the place. It's so much fun. So I totally do recommend it, even if you're not a party person like I am. It's still super fun to go. Leave me any questions. What would you like to know about the place? Maybe if you're planning to go on a trip, what kind of questions do you have? Just go ahead and, if you have any questions, any suggestions, go ahead and leave it down below. Any places you think we should visit next time we're there, let me know. I would totally appreciate it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the photos and videos and just my overall experience there and what I did. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and I will see you next time. Bye!